Hello, this is Rob from Rims Models. This is my last update of the MINIART Panzer with full interior. Just before we start, I'd like to say a big thank you to all my subscribers and all your comments as well, it's really kind. But let's start this up and we'll take a look. I've gone for the winter camouflage. I haven't done a whitewash tank for quite a while, so I thought I'd like to give it a go, and I'm really pleased that it's come out. I've left the, I think it's the shirts and off the side as well. I've done the version without it, and I think it looks great without it. I've really gone heavily on the weathering as well, make it look like it's really seen some use in battle. But yeah, if you're thinking of getting the kit, don't hesitate, just buy it, because it's really good, and the fit is real quality. I've had no problems at all with the fit. Everything's gone fitted how it's supposed to, no problems at all. Plenty of parts as well, so you're going to be busy for a while. I'm going to stop it when it comes round. I'll stop it and I'll show you what I've used. Well, I'm really pleased how it's come out. So let's stop it there. Right, we'll zoom in a bit and I'll show you what I've used. Okay, we'll start at the bottom. Let's just take it out a little bit. There, like that. Well, first of all, the tracks. I'll just one quick thing to say about the tracks. It was supposed to be a pin. You're supposed to pin it, but I couldn't do it. It was really difficult. So what I've done, I've just done them how I usually do, just laid them all out, glued it all together, waited a few minutes, and then wrap the tracks around, and let it set overnight then. And you can join them, you can do them as one complete, because these come off and you've got enough room to get it all over the wheels and these no problems at all. And I painted the tracks that there first, the dark eye and the XF84 there, so all the tracks are painted with that. And then the pigments, then the weathering I've used, I've done it on the tracks, the wheels, all underneath here as well. It was all done with these three pigments here. There, that one there, Desert Dust, European Earth and Burnt Umber. I mixed the three together and I've done my usual trick with the water. I mix a bit of water with it, but I have to put a bit of washing up liquid in there just to break the surface tension a bit on the water, because the pigments don't mix, so you just got to put a bit of washing up liquid in it. So that was all done with the pigments, all these there, all them three pigments, and then you just let it dry and then you get your brush and just brush it off, and that's what you're left with there. You can brush more off if you want. The more you brush off, you can really make it just dusty, or you can go really heavy there, like that. And then the wheels were actually sprayed with that XF85, which is the rubber black. These are all Tamiya paints I'm showing you here. So that was all done with the rubber black. I've just highlighted around the edge of the tracks and the idler wheels and the sprockets with a bit of silver, polished silver there, like that. That's all that is. And then the whole, working my way up, then the whole tank was painted with grey one-shot primer there, MIG ammo one-shot primer. So I sprayed the whole lot, everything, the wheels, everything was sprayed that grey first, and then that was my base coat, XF6D dark yellow. So I just sprayed everything with that. The turret, the lower hull, wheels, everything was sprayed with that. Then when it dried, I actually used that. I went over with the Worn Effects chipping fluid, and I've sprayed all that over. I did a couple of coats of that, and then what I've done, I use this here. It's the first time I've used this washable white camo there, which is MIG 024. So I did a really heavy coat with that first, and I took quite a lot off. Like in the middles I took a lot of it off, but around the edges, around here, all these corners and all the edges and that, I left it quite heavy. Like the places where the wear's not, you know, it doesn't get worn away so much. So I done that, and I let that dry, and then I done another coat of the worn effects, and I went over with that with a lighter coat then. And I just dusted it. I just took the majority of it off, so you could still see some of the base colour underneath, but you still had plenty of the white on there. But when I done that, it was quite stark really, the colour was. It was really bright, so I toned it down a bit, and I've done a filter out of that there, Starship Filth oil brusher. It's alright, the lid's split, that's why it's leaked. And I've done 3 coats of that for a filter. Then when I've done that, I then did the decals. I did the decals. Sorry, I missed that out. I done the decals, the filter first. Then I did the decals over the whitewash, like that. And so they were done. Let me just bring it in so you can see. There's the decals there. Look, like that. And then the chipping I used out of this, out my set there, the MIG chipping 044, and I chipped everywhere. I chipped everywhere on the tank. I chipped with that. Alright, so that's what I've done there. Now these rusty parts here, these exhausts and the spare tracks, let's bring that round. I sprayed the Aldrus first. So I did the exhaust and the spare tracks out of that, and then I just sponge chipped these 3 colours here. So I started off with the dark and worked my way up, and I just sponge chipped. And after that, then on the ends I used the black pigment. So the tips of them was done black, and the gun barrel as well. I had done that on the end as well. And then these parts here, these bits of metal meshing here, again I used the rust colours, and I done the rust chipping on top of that in places just to make it look like it had a bit of wear. And then when it dried again, I made a little wash out of that rust oil brusher, and I just mixed it with Oude's thinner, and I've done like a rust wash. I also done some streaks, rusty streaks there, as you can see there. I've done a few of them around the tank as well. Also I've done this is the first time I've used these. The streaking brusher, winter grime, and I've done some streaking out of that as well. And I just streaked all around the armour here, and a few bits around the front. I haven't showed you the front yet, have I? And there's where you got 2 decals there as well. And these are all, like I say, were all done with the rust set I showed you. And when I finished that, I just done the rust wash over the top of it. And I've done streaking as well, streaking grime all around here. Well, I don't know if you can make out where I've left the white heavy around here and around these edges. I left it a bit heavier than in normal and the rest of it. And then I did the lighter white wash over the top. Let's lift it up and I'll show you like from the above. There, look. Oh, you can see. And then the last thing I've done there, let's just bring it up, oops, like that. And then the last thing I've done, I got the Starship filth again, and I made a ping wash. And let's show you, as you can see, there, going all around the edges, all around these bolt heads, everywhere with a ping wash. There, like that. And that's it. That's what I've done. That's what I've used. So like I said, if you're thinking of getting the kit, just get it, because it's really amazing and the fit's been beautiful. No problems at all. So thanks for looking. And if you like what you see, please subscribe. Thank you.